Man. All right. Let's get into it. Sweet Baby Inc. Everybody. Uh so I'm gonna read you guys on paper what these people do. Some of their clients, I'll read some of them are well, let me read you who they are first. Ugh. So the Sweet Baby Inc. is an inclusion focused narrative and consultation company, right?
Yep.
We're building a team and a process in hopes of building a kinder, more sustainable industry at every scale. Whether you need a fresh pair of eyes or a guiding hand, we're here to work for you. Um, some of the things that they do is they help with writing, narrative, representation, and development of video games, right? So whenever we talk about representation, we're talking about of minority groups or anything of that nature, right? Same thing with they do like narrative, uh, like writing and narrative, like their aspect on doing stuff like that is, um, what do you call it? Sensitive reading, I guess, to make sure that stuff doesn't offend people, blah blah blah. So they listen, they worked on games like Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, Suicide Squad, the Jude game that I think they're coming out with. Not Sweet Baby Inc., but I forgot what studio's doing that. Usual Jude. I'm stoked for that game. They're doing South of Midnight. They did the Crew Motorfest, um, Breeze in the Clouds, Sable. And these are just, it's not games they did, it's games they consulted on. So just so y'all know.
Right.
Where they got into how, first of all, being woke or whatever the fuck that means is a hot topic amongst gamers, or politics being the games. And I've watched like a lot of uh podcasters talk about this, right? Or influencers talk about this. And they have their own opinions and I have mine, right? And like I respect their opinion, but I feel like we should talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Ain't nothing wrong with talking about.
So the latest scuffle has happened with some of their employees, right? And the CEO making some comments that people did not like. And I agree, like some of them, like, man, what was one of the dude's name? Felix at Home, right?
Mhm.
I thought, on, is Felix at Home? Felix at Home is the CEO of the game.
Are they?
Yes, yes. So she made some comments in 2014. Uh, her Twitter handle was at Lego Butts, right? One of the tweets read, "Pay me to shoot down your white male lead game ideas."
Bro, I saw that, bro.
Yes. So she had another one from 2014, had a nightmare that I was a white male gamer, right? Obviously, these are ridiculous comments to make,
Terrible.
right? Obviously. She also wrote somewhere that the way we look at demographics is that we go, okay, the majority of our player base is, let's say, a white male. So we're going to make stuff for white males. And that's something that she was trying to change through advocacy and activism, right? But like, this ain't it, fam. Like, you cannot be a public figure, try to change something for the better as far as diversity and inclusion, and then shit on others at the same time. You can't
Yeah.
do it, right?
Nope.
Um, Another one was yeah, somebody on Steam made a thing that Sweet Baby Inc. detected tool or whatever to show you where Sweet Baby Inc. games are, or it's detected so you don't buy them or whatever. And that person got fucking harassed by people from Sweet Baby Inc. Again, not acceptable. Okay. wasn't there was another one. Some dude saying the N-word like crazy. I think I lost it though.
Oh, shit, just look on the internet somewhere else. You'll find it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name, man? Sweet Baby Inc. employee. Sorry, gang. Damn. Let me just type in the N-word. Yeah.
Let me just type in N-word.
I had to, bro. Because it wasn't showing up, bro. Like,
yeah, you next.
Oh my God.
fuck. I think let me just type in it. That's trash. I shouldn't do that. Oh my God, that came through my speakers. Anyway, this dude like back in a while ago was talking, like said like the N-word multiple times, bro. Like with the ER.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, not acceptable. So we are not going to defend the employees of Sweet Baby Inc. We are not. Rather, the reason why I bring up this topic is to discuss, and Nova and Scale could talk about the employees if they caught something else that I didn't, is rather discuss the need or not the need to have consultation on diversity and inclusion or for minorities in general, right? So that's what I want this discussion to be about, is if it's needed, why it's not needed, etc. Right? So, because what I don't want to happen, and hear me out, what I don't want to happen is Sweet Baby Inc. is probably the only consultation group that you just found out about, when there are a whole slew of them. But anytime one gets brought up or found out about, they will be compared to Sweet Baby Inc.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I don't want to happen. Right? Because I'll go to Nova and Skellington first, and then we can start digging this up or whatever. So like Nova, did you see like what? Give me your comments or your hot takes about. Let's start with the employees of Sweet Baby Inc.
Start with the employees. So obviously, all of those comments, man, are nuts. When I started to do the research for this specific topic, I just saw a lot of that. Right.
Yeah.
So I can understand why people are pretty pissed, especially when they go to look it up and see what's going on. Like, it's crazy. So the comments that people pulled up from 10, I think it was what, like 8-10 years ago, somewhere
Yeah.
around there, 10-12 years ago, all terrible comments. And it's crazy to see, man. Like, and unfortunately, this specific company, they are going to be used as an example of, hey, these are the people that's trying to do this, you
Right.
know, and that's really unfortunate, man, because the work is important, and it's crazy that we actually thought about it like separately, that this is actually the case. But yeah, the comments that came out, insane, man. What do you think about it, Sco?
It's poor execution, man. Like once you said what was said, I was like, oh, I understand what they're trying to say. Like, you know, trying to 70% white male, like led team. It's like she like wanted the inclusion and wanted to help out, and you know, wanted to beef it up. But that is horrible execution. You can't you can't downgrade or belittle another race or anything like that to try to get your point across. That's hypocrite. It just sounds hypocritical. It's like, did you not hear what you just said? It's like, you know, it's not the way. And I saw something else that said I think they DDoSed another website because they didn't have the same world views as them. I was like, damn, y'all just shut them down because they didn't think the same with stuff like it's just just bad execution. Like you got to kind of lead
Yeah.
by example. And I agree that unfortunately they will become the example.
Yeah,
Now.
they definitely moving mad over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Which is like, I like, it sucks because I like the E for enthusiasm, you know what I'm saying? As they say, I like the chutzpah. Like I like that they are willing to go. They got nuts. I'm gonna just say it like that. They got big nuts. I'm gonna just put it that way. It's like, damn, y'all bold, but it's like just put that somewhere else, not into the wording.
Yeah.
That's not, it's not working. DDoS in the site is crazy. Y'all did not have to. Why? Really?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Hey, let me get this BT Maverick 707 hit us with 5 Longhouse Gaming Podcast memberships. Those were gifted out to Talos Ray. Oh, my boy Gamsley up in here. Karate Chop. You feel me? What's up, boy? MJ Dart, Razor Ramon, Intent Gaming. Bro, that's what's up. Y'all think that, man. Hey, we got a new emote in here with some horn hub action. I'm gonna blast it out right quick. Every time, you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. I gotta get that horn. It's horn hub time, baby. I blow the horn for money.
Technically.
Let me see if I can, because this should be coming through. I'll be re-listening and it don't sound right, but let's see if I can do it. Hold
on. Try it one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
It was bad and then it got better.
Yeah, we couldn't hear anything of that on half of it. Let me get one more.
Look at your face, cuz.
I know, bro. Stop looking at me. Look at the horn, bro.
All right, this one free.
Solid.
All right.
Yeah, that was solid.
Add a little bass to it.
Nobody farted, nerd.
It's crazy because I was like, damn, why you talking to them like that? And I was like, oh, okay.
No, I appreciate that, BT Maverick. For sure. All right, man. So like the discussion I want to have is, are these consulting companies necessary? If so, or if not, why? And I'm gonna start with you, Skell.
Are the consulting companies necessary? I think so, yes. Because like even that said with the mostly white male audience, if they're making a game that is featured somewhere else that they don't know about, how are they going to make the game correctly? They have no clue. And we talked about in the green room, I brought up San Andreas. Can you imagine if it was just them creating CJ and all that going on? Hey, yo, CJ! You think all how nice and authentic it felt is because I'm sure they had consultation. Like they did not come up with that all in-house. Like they had somebody say, hey, this is how this works over here in this part of the world, i.e. the hood. So we need to make sure you know what's going on. Plus, you don't want to be misrepresented either, because imagine if they made that and it didn't represent it the right way. No, we're not with that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I could just start.
People are fooling themselves if they think Rockstar doesn't have consulting firms help them make their game, because we all know, well, probably not all know, but like around 70% of game developers are white, right? Like, so yeah, like you have a room full of white men, and it's no offense to them because they could have Scottish background, Irish background, German background, so they know culturally those parts, or just like an American background in general, so they know culturally what happens in those parts. But to be pitched an idea, you work for the company, hey, we're making this Asian centric game, right? Like you have to, they're going to have to do a lot of research, and B, hit up a consulting firm to make sure that they represent those people properly.
Correct.
Right? So like, okay, yeah. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're all good. But yeah, I just had to say that I just think they're necessary. I don't think there's a way that you can be culturally accurate and run a big time company without it. Like I don't see that being the way. What you think, Nova?
Man, to be honest, I'm right there with you, Scale. These types of companies are necessary because nobody would want anybody to make a movie about them without consulting them first, right? Because that's what's been happening historically here. Like people just make movies and they just kind of speculate and like, I think that's how it goes, and it comes out, and the people that it's made about are like usually like, all right, that's not even right. So, so I think that it's actually a good idea that that these companies do exist. And actually, I thought about a couple specific reasons of why they should exist, right? And chat, you guys may remember these occasions too, because they were pretty recent. So in 2018, does anybody remember the H&M ad with the coolest monkey in the jungle ad with the little black boy?
Oh man. Oh
Yep.
man. Oh man.
That ad was insane, right? But that is one example of nobody in the room understanding how this type of ad will be received by the public or society wise, right? So Ghost Status saw it, said, dog, that H&M ad was bogus, right? I got one more for you. The very next year in 2019, Gucci had that luxury sweater that turned you into blackface, made you look like you were part of a minstrel show.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
out.
Like,
I'm joking.
Yeah.
He said, it's a Gucci.
It's a Gucci.
Oh shit.
So I'm just saying these are you're good. So these are good examples of companies being in dire need of some type of representation of these people. Like you need a nice pot of diverse group if you want to actually give some type of product to the world of diverse people, right? So I think it's just been a long time of just one group of people getting the ability to just tell everybody's story. So I think that is going to be a thing of the past, and now people are trying to, get included while telling their story. And another thing about this, man, and this is why this is another reason why this is so important. I used to watch another like YouTube page or whatever, and they talk about they go to Japan, asking people questions and stuff. And they specifically asked some of the Japanese citizens, what do they think about Black people? Just straight up.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that those individuals knew about Black people is what they saw on the media. Because there's not, it's a very homogenous society. It's mostly Japanese people. So what a lot of the world is seeing when it comes to these specific topics are not really being told by the people it's coming from. So it's very important, man, that we get some type of good, optics and, get a little hand in there.
It's a little
do you remember that one ad about the white PlayStation coming out? I think it was in Germany. Bruh, when I tell you,
the white place.
The white PlayStation. Hold on. I gotta show you this shit.
Better than the black or something? Is that
bro? Watch, bro. You are not going to fucking believe it.
It was Germany?
All right, hold on. I'm pulling this bitch up. I think it was Germany, bro. Hold on.
Oh, that's fine.
I gotta make sure this shit's blown up. It was the PlayStation Portal. Yep, here we go. Y'all ready for this? That was a real ad.
What? What?
Wow.